Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So welcome to everybody to the Disappearance or Tirubhav festival of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. For those of you not familiar, he is the spiritual master of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And we will hear more about Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur from His Grace Kshudi Prabhu, who is a senior disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, having joined ISKCON at a young age of 17, yes, 17. Come. At the age of 19, after being in India, Kshudi Prabhu came to South Africa as the first Hare Krishna devotee to set foot in this land and blessed us all by his wonderful mercy. So he comes regularly to South Africa to continue benedicting us. So we're happy that Prabhu is here with us. So on the Disappearance Day festival of the great personalities, then we sing a song called Je Anilo Preme Dhana. And the song is a song of separation. It's a lamentation for the acharyas or the personalities who have left us. So some song copies have been given out. If you don't have one and you have a phone, you can try and search it. Je Anilo Prema. If you get those three words, you'll be able to. Hare Krishna. Je Anilo Preme Dhana Karuna Prachur Je Anila Prema Dhana Karana Prachar Hena Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Hena Kaha Mora Swarup Rupa Kaha Sanata Kaha Kahada saragu nata pati tapavan. Kaha mora bhatta yuga kaha kavira. Eka kale kutha gela gura nathara. Vashane kutibo mata anale pashibo. Gauranga gunera nidhi kota gela pavo. Sheshaba Shangira Shangi Je Koilo Bila Sheshaba Sheshanga Napaye Kande Naratomeda Shesh Jayanila Preme Dono Karuna Pracha Jaya Premada Heno Prabhu Geta Gela Acharya Thakur Bukota Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajakacharya, austere Siddha Sri Sriman, His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Prabhupada Ki, Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajakacharya, austere Siddha Sri Sriman, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada Ki, Ananta Gaudiya Vaishnavindi Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, Prem Shikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivas Adi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Gora Hari ki, Shamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhan ki, Yamuna Mai ki, Ganga Mai ki, Tulsi Devi ki, Bhakti Devi ki. Divine Disappearance Day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Get that in there properly. Leave one with me. Okay. Hare Krishna. So, in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the 31st verse, Krishna says, Tat vidi paripratena pariprachnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam gnanivas tat vadarshanaha. That one should approach a self-realized person, inquire submissively from him, and render service to him. The self-realized spiritual master can impart knowledge to you because he has seen the truth. So this is a whole different situation than someone who's teaching a class on the theory of religion or comparative religion, someone who's actually seen the truth. And this is why we pay such attention to personalities. We see on my right, on the north side of the temple, is the murti. We don't call it an idol, it's a murti, a form of our spiritual master, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And on the left side, which would be the south side, is Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada, who is the guru of our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. I remember in 1969, I walked into the mystic arts world, and there was a poster saying, come to the celebration of the Disappearance Day of Bhaktisiddhanta, the Prabhupada, the guru of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And I said, what, he just disappeared one day? And the people in the store, of course, the devotees would walk from the temple in Laguna, and they would have Harinama, and they distribute books at strategic pots. And Mystic Arts World had like it was like it had a spiritual bookstore, and it had a clothing store and a vegetarian store and restaurant in it. So my friend explained, no. He said the disappearance means that they left the world on that day. It doesn't mean that they just disappeared. But we call it a disappearance day because it's pretty tragic for us. Because imagine you meet somebody who's seen God, and he can tell you all about God and how to get back to God. And one day he's gone. Has anybody ever lost someone close to them? Raise your hand if no one's ever lost anybody close to them. Never? So we know what it's like. But particularly when the spiritual master is going to take us, the teacher may teach you about history or law or business, and the husband or wife may teach you about love and family. But the guru who takes you back to God, you don't want that person to leave. So when they leave, it's a tragic, horrible experience. I remember when our Prabhupada left, we just felt like the world had ended. And it must have been that way too when Bhaktisiddhanta left, because he left the world the very first hours of January 1st, 1937, almost in 1936. And the mat, which they call the temple there, a mat, all the clocks in the temple stopped at the time he passed away. And everybody was distraught, wondering what to do next. How do we feel? They all feel the same when the guru is gone. That's why we sing this song. Narottam Das Thakur sings this song, and it's about different spiritual people, but it's the same idea. losing that tattva darshan, losing that person who can teach you about God because they've seen God. Wouldn't a person who's seen God be able to teach you about it more than someone who's speculating? Who'd rather go to someone who speculates? Right? So, Narottam Das Thakur, we read this song. Let's read the translation and see how he felt trying to find the person to lead him back to Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Here's the translation of what we just sang. He who brought the treasure of divine love and who was filled with compassion and mercy, where has such a personality as Advaitacharya gone? He came to Vrindavan to find the people to teach him about Krishna, and Advaitacharya was gone. Then he says, where are my Swarup Damodar and Rupa Goswami? Where is Sanatan? Where is Raghunath Das, the savior of the fallen? Where are my Raghunath Bhatta and Gopal Bhatta? Where is Krishnadas Kaviraj? Where is Lord Gauranga? The great dancers suddenly go. They're wondering, he came to look for them, and they were all missing. They'd all departed from the world. He says, I will smash my head against the rock and enter into the fire. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? He's going to smash his head against the rock and enter into the fire. That's the way we felt when our Srila Prabhupada left. And that's the way that they felt when Bhaktisiddhanta left. Being unable to obtain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all of these devotees in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottam Das simply weeps. It's a great stage for crying. Of course, he fainted when he woke up. Jiva Goswami was there, who is the youngest of the 6 Goswamis. We have Rupa, Sanatan, Gopal Bhatta, Raghunath Bhatta, Raghunath Das, and Jiva Goswami. Can you hear me there? Am I speaking in English enough that South Africans can understand? All right. So this is the feeling that he had, and this is the feeling that we have. And that's why we lament so much. And that's why it's important for us to take to the teachings. This morning, our illustrious Swami Brihad Bhagavat Das gave a talk about Bhaktisiddhanta, and he was saying something that somebody told him that I have a completely different opinion and outlook on. This person said, well, my guru is gone. I can't chant my rounds. But I feel my guru's gone. I better chant my rounds more carefully. And I better learn the things he's already taught me, because I'm not going to get a letter or a phone call or be able to see him in a class. I better take those things seriously. Is it not true? Say the doctor's not available. You better try to take care of your health the best you can and learn what they told you. You can't think, well, I can't do it now. This would obviously be a mistake, right? Who thinks it's a good idea to quit chanting when the guru passes away? No, it isn't a good idea. We have to chant more fervently. So, we see the indications with Bhaktisiddhanta, just like with our Srila Prabhupada. When Bhaktisiddhanta was born, his father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, was a great devotee, and he prayed to get Araya Vishnu to come help him out in this service of spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. Because when Chaitanya came, there was many associates, there was many people initiating. But the teachings of Lord Chaitanya had been covered. We have the caste Brahmins who just take care of the rituals and think that only people born in a Brahmin family can learn the teachings. And we have the Sahajas who take it very cheaply. Which one of those two do we follow? It's a trick question, neither one. So Bhaktivinoda was trying to revive these teachings of Lord Chaitanya to the public about 400 years later. He struggled hard to find a copy of the teachings of Lord Chaitanya in the form of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Here you have to struggle to go into the next room to find it. It's right there. So, his ray of Vishnu came as Bhaktisiddhanta. And Bhaktisiddhanta was so erudite that he had memorized the Bhagavad Gita by age 7. Anybody here memorized it by 7? 17? 70? Ever? Who here has not memorized the whole Bhagavad Gita? Okay. He did it by age 7. And what was amazing, he was so devoted that by mistake he ate a mango that hadn't been offered. And his father told him, oh, you ate a mango that was supposed to be offered to the deity. And at 7 he vowed, I am offender, I will never eat mango again. So we don't eat any mangoes today. But he did it for life. And so we find in the Disappearance that it is such a tragic thing, because when the Guru is there, he can correct things. Just like with our Srila Prabhupada. Once in Nairobi, these 2 Indian girls had come from Mumbai. And they'd run away from home and they wanted to stay at the temple. And they contacted the Indians in Nairobi who came to the temple and were all upset that they were there. So we called up Prabhupada in Amsterdam and said, we're wondering what are we going to do? And Prabhupada said, I already wrote you a letter explaining what to do. I think, but it just happened now. How did you already write the letter? So it was amazing like that, how the Tattva can see things and how they can point out people that they know are going to be great spiritual personalities. This is why some people become envious that someone came later than them and they may become more advanced. I say, don't be threatened if somebody's better at you than something, unless it's knife fighting and they're chasing you with one. What if they give class better or sing better or distribute books better? That's all good because it's the purpose that we're trying to fulfill, not that I'm trying to show how important I am, that I may be the best at something. I was the top book distributor in South Africa when I was here alone, but I guess that made it easy because there was no competition. But also Krishna helped me. Krishna's good at that. You know, if you need help, that's why it's funny, some South African people don't want to give class. I asked one devotee, you want to give class? Instead of me, he says, no, 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 no. I said, 4 no's. But we're in a spot where Krishna has to help you. I had that when the 5 thieves came in 1972 in Fordsburg. 4 had guns and 1 had a crowbar. And the guy with the gun said, get under the bed. And the guy with the crowbar said, shoot him. And I'm thinking, Krishna, this is it, isn't it? They're going to shoot me and you have to take care of me. And this is interesting because in 72 you didn't have crime here. Well, they didn't report it sometimes, but there must have been crime because I sure considered that a crime. But I got to chant 2 really good rounds. So Krishna puts us in these positions. And we see that the Guru, like Bhaktisiddhanta, did he take up the teachings of Lord Chaitanya? This we say, does the Guru follow Shastra and Sadhu? He took his people out to do Sankirtan in the streets. He went all over South India on tour and made disciples, just like Lord Chaitanya did. He engaged in a book distribution. He called it the Brihad Madanga, the big Madanga, because you can hear the Madanga from a few blocks away, but the books can be heard all around the world. Can we bring a few books up here in case someone wants to buy one? And then I can get credit for doing a book today on a special day. Bring some books up here, and then some people can come and buy them. You can either buy, you have 3 choices, the set of Bhagavatams, the set of Chaitanya Charitamritas, or the whole set. Don't worry, the choice is yours. It's all up to you. You can either have the one set, the other set, or both. Who'd like to take both sets? How about just Chaitanya Charitamrita? Just the Bhagavatam? How about a trip to Robben Island in 1972? Who wants that? No, but this relieves us from that kind of suffering. The trouble with these books is the people who don't read them don't find out what happens to the people who don't read them. They don't find out the dangers of the modes of ignorance and passion. Or maybe they find out when it's too late, right? You drank some, oh, that says poison on the label, but you didn't read the label. So, the Tattvadarshan is someone special. And when Bhaktisiddhanta passed away, it was tragic because our Prabhupada passed away at 81. We sure wished he'd been here till 100, because it's so fantastic to see so many devotees representing Prabhupada. Because in 1972, we thought Prabhupada leaves. We're gone, because it was just a bunch of kids. Somebody said, "Did you hear what happened to Tamal Krishna?" I said, "No, what?" They said, "He turned 24. I go, 24? I'm like 18. And Shyamachandra says, "That's nothing." He says, "I'm 29. 29? That was like inconceivable. 29. You ever met anyone that old? I met one who was that old. So, when the Guru passes away, Bhaktisiddhanta passed away at 62. And he had established 64 mats, and he'd established the book distribution and the preaching and working conjointly. So what we'll do is we'll discuss the moods and the practices and ideas that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada wanted. How our spiritual master, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, carried on these same moods. We can see at least as well, if not better, than anyone else. We may not see anyone equal to him in taking up these, but we definitely don't see anyone greater. And so we see that Bhaktisiddhanta had these practices like printing the books. They made copies in the old days, but they had to copy them by hand. Even though I think it was something like 1440, maybe the Gutenberg press came out in Europe, and you think the one who wrote this song, Narottam, they were talking about how they have this printing press in Europe, and they wished they could get one there. If I changed some things in Indian history, that would be one. I would bring the printing press to there so that they could print the books instead of copying them by hand. Now they get printed. Now they're easily available. It's not so hard to get them, and now they're here. So, and the chanting of the holy names all over, and even though we sing other prayers, the main emphasis is on the chanting of the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Bhaktisiddhanta wanted his disciples to work cooperatively. We were discussing this morning. Even though our A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami was not one of the earliest disciples, Bhaktisiddhanta confided several things in him. He says, "When I leave, there will be fire in the mat. Things will go wrong." And where the Radhakund and the Shyamakund come together, our Prabhupada met with his guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, and Bhaktisiddhanta told him that if you ever get money, print books. And just like Lord Chaitanya said that this would be spread to every town and village all over the world. Bhaktisiddhanta had that idea. He went all over India. He sent people to Burma and to England and to Germany. They didn't come out too successful in the Europe, but he was making the effort to send them. And we see, because the Tattvadarshan sees the truth. He knows what's going on. They can see into the past, the present, and the future. So to see how our Guru, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, took up the mood of his Guru, he came in 1922, he went to the temple at the Ultadunga. And Bhaktisiddhanta was giving a lecture in Bengali. Shouldn't be a surprise they're in Bengali. You'd expect them to be giving a lecture in Bengali, correct? And A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami came in and he paid his obeisances. His friend Narendra Mullik told him to come to see. He says, oh, there's so many sadhus and they come and smoke ganja. Narendra Mullik says, no, this is a real representative of Lord Chaitanya. So A.C. Bhaktivedanta went. And before he could even get up from paying obeisances, Bhaktisiddhanta switched to English and said, you are a very intelligent boy. You should spread this movement to the Western world in the English language. And he said he took it as his life's mission at that point. Taking the life's mission of the spiritual master is a secret of success, even if we have to take some difficulties. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes that pleasing the spiritual master is the essence to spiritual life. Even if we have to, unless it's inconvenient, right? We please the spiritual master unless it's inconvenient. Is that it? No, we take the inconveniences to do it. And we did this. Why would we do this? Well, we'll go from there back to first. It starts taking the inconveniences because Bhaktisiddhanta did that. Even when health was bad, he traveled all over India. He translated books. He gave lectures. He did managing of the society. And he wanted them to cooperate together. In his will written the day before he passed away, which can't be a fake because a handwritten will, you can't say they typed it. You could come up with a fake, but handwritten. And it said, form a governing body commission and act cooperatively. So our A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada took up the mission of preaching in the Western world. But he waited till they got it ready for him in America. It's funny, one Gaudiya Math person, they asked him, why didn't you go to America? He says, well, it wasn't ready for me yet. And that's the way most of us are. We like it to be ready. When I said I was sent here to start a temple, they said, did you go to Sri Sri Radha Radhanath? I said, no, I came to plant an idea to get people interested so they could do that. If you wait till it's convenient, it's not going to happen. So our Prabhupada waited till it was convenient, and then he went on the luxury cruise liner to America, and they met him at the dock and took him to the temple. Is that what happened? No, he didn't wait for that. He took a cargo ship. When people talk about taking a cruise, I don't think they mean on a cargo ship, do they? No, they don't. And when he got there, he went to where the Krishna temple? No, he didn't know where to go. He went to Butler, Pennsylvania. But he started studying the American people. And he did as his guru had wanted. His guru said to print books. He translated books and printed books. When he first did the Srimad Bhagavatams in India, the first canto, did he do that on a dictaphone or did he do that on a computer? That typewriter, see, it's another one of my trick questions. It was a typewriter. See, with a computer, you make a mistake, you can go back and sometimes it corrects it. Sometimes it miscorrects it, but it can correct it. Or you can go back and take letters out. Whereas the typewriter, you have to get that thing called whiteout and put it over the letter and then type the letter you want. It's not so easy to fix that kind of mistake. And he did those 3 volumes, the first canto, by typing it up. He didn't have the dictaphone. He didn't use the Apple or the PC because they didn't exist. That's a good reason not to use them. But Prabhupada didn't use them, so we shouldn't, right? But Prabhupada had a vision for the future. Somebody asked me, he says, what does Prabhupada mean when he says here? He says, it says here that we can use the telephone and the television and even future forms of communication that come out in the future, we can use them for preaching. I said, that means that there's communication we don't have. And Prabhupada says, when it comes out, we can use it. Can you think of one of those? The internet? That's why everything that goes on the internet is preaching? Not exactly, but it doesn't mean you can't preach there. It is a good spot to put things. Just like now, it's going out over the internet. You can send notifications to people. You just put it in and push a button, it goes to the whole list. You can use these things. But you see, Prabhupada had the vision of the future, just like Bhaktisiddhanta had, that it would go to every town and village, and he knew that we could use the other forms of communication as they come out. And when it came to printing books and distributing them, we see how enthusiastic Prabhupada was with that. He used to go himself to distribute the Bhagavatams. He'd go to the park and he would chant by himself at the Tompkins Square Park. It's a park that's a square, not like this is a rectangle, it's a square. And he would distribute books there. He brought the Bhagavatams with him. Sometimes he says the Bhagavatam went to America and I accompanied it. He had trunk loads of those to sell. Boy, the people got the mercy to get those from him directly. And price was better on books back then, wasn't it? Especially those ones are like mementos. They're worth a lot spiritually and materially. That's why when you do books to people, you have to show them that the value is greater than the cost. And the only way you're going to do that is the only way you're going to do that is by knowing the value yourself. Why can't I convince people that playing cricket is more fun than playing rugby? Because I haven't played either sport, so I can't do it. But if I've done something, I can tell people how great it is or how bad it is. So Prabhupada followed the teachings of his guru. And the sad thing is when Bhaktisiddhanta left, they had a big movement. But people split and wanted to form their own mats, and they had a court case, and one group set up an acharya who didn't survive as an acharya, and Bhaktisiddhanta had told them to form a governing body commission and work cooperatively. So we see that our Prabhupada did these. He went to the West to preach, as Bhaktisiddhanta wanted. When he got money, he printed books. He set up the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. My mother got to be the attorney that set that up, so that when the money comes in, half money goes to print more books, and half goes to loan the temples or for temple construction, so that they would get double the printing cost. And it was set up under the instruction of Bhaktisiddhanta. And to work cooperatively. We see that when they split into different movements, we see Lord Chaitanya didn't do this. He had many people initiating. And when Prabhupada was given sannyas, he initiated some people. And he said, oh no, you can't initiate, only the leader of the mat. And he used the expression, it's like getting me married and telling me I can't have children. So it wasn't the way it was meant to be. Bhaktisiddhanta wanted them to form this governing body. And I showed how Prabhupada was willing to do this kind of cooperation. Prabhupada showed us that we would show our love for each other by how willing we are to cooperate. We think, well, should I take responsibility? Shall I cooperate? Or shall I take the instructions of the people above me? It's really all of it. Krishna says, better to do your own duty than someone else's. I shouldn't give up my responsibility to tell the people in their departments what they should be doing. I should take care of the things that I'm responsible for and leave those to the others who are responsible. Let them do their service and figure what things we can cooperate on together. Because if we're always arguing, we're only going to create trouble for ourselves and others. Sometimes people think by going on the internet and one group is telling this devotee group they're wrong and the other group is telling them they're wrong. But the only thing the public will see is, oh, these people argue too much. That's all they see. You can present that what you do at your temple is a very good way of doing it. You can promote your temple all day long without having to find fault with other temples. You can promote what you do or the processes you like without having to make anyone else look bad. You can look good just by doing good. You don't have to make someone else look bad. If you're bad, making someone else look bad isn't going to help you. If you look good, it doesn't matter. If others are good, you're good along with them. So our Prabhupada followed this. And what I was amazed at was, before I came to South Africa, I was supposed to come with the Swami. And we went to Mayapur for Prabhupada to lay the cornerstone of the Mayapur project. And at the time, there was just this one little shack there. And I came to that shack, and Jayapataka Swami says, "Oh yes, we heard you're coming. You're welcome to come and stay with us." I said, well, you can stay in the building with us. I said, "Where's the building?" And people who've been there thinking like the Lotus building, or the Chakra building, the long one, or the Conch, the super deluxe building. And he says, "No, this shack, this is the building." It's just one little shack. That was the building, not a building. You have your choice of lower grade, medium, extra medium, and super deluxe accommodations, right? You had the shack. I could sleep on the floor next to the two Swamis. And so that's what we had. But Prabhupada came very quick after that, and he stayed in the shack because he didn't care where he was. He did like Bhaktisiddhanta, went to Altadunga, and they rented a place, and you just start having it. You may want to build a temple, but you don't wait to preach to people until the temple is built. You preach to people, and if you're preaching to people without a temple, that's why Parthasarathi Maharaj did the tent here. And if people, which is better, to go into a tent and have preaching or have an empty temple? Better to have the preaching. If you can have both, that's ideal, but you don't wait till the temple building is done. You do the preaching so that when the temple opens, there's a reason to have it. Otherwise, if you haven't done the preaching, well, are you sure you really need the temple? Maybe you just need a shack or a house. What if you open a big temple and 8 people come? And that's your crowd. Usually it's 1 or 2. Then you didn't need it. Because the temple is the purpose of fulfilling it. That's why Bhaktisiddhanta said, if I could sell all the marble here and print books and make devotees, I would do that. So making devotees and printing books has to be more important than just building big facilities. And our spiritual master, Prabhupada, took that seriously. So Prabhupada brought all of his godbrothers, the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. This was March 1st, 1972. And we laid the cornerstone for the Mayapur project. And Prabhupada went in and put dirt at the bottom of the hole. His godbrothers went in and put dirt at the bottom of the hole. Then our sannyasis went in, and finally I got to go in, because remember, I'm just a 18-year-old kid. And then Prabhupada did a brilliant thing. With all of his godbrothers, he says, now that we're all together, the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta, we'll stay together. And instead of working as splinter movements, we'll work as one movement. And we'll do as our spiritual master wanted. We'll form a governing body commission, and from today forward, we'll all work together. And they all went jai. I thought, well, they're all going to come together and work together. But then in following days, some of them had said, well, but then you'll become more prominent. And our Prabhupada said, no, a governing body isn't like that. Everybody gets a voice. And they said, yeah, but people might listen to you. So we'll put someone on top. They put someone next to them. So that's what the governing body is. You put people next to each other, not on top of each other. It's a lateral form of management. And we find that it's kept ISKCON together, because what's more important is the mission. And because Bhaktisiddhanta was willing to give everything to the mission, our Prabhupada was willing to give everything to the mission too. Prabhupada didn't wait till it was convenient. You'd see he would spend time managing the movement, giving classes, translating books. How is it possible to do so much? Well, because he was devoted to Krishna. Krishna helped him, and he was able to do so many things. It boggles the mind. But it must be possible because it happened. So what we have to do is follow in the footsteps of that. It's not true that when the Guru is gone that we should chant less or read things less. Because if Prabhupada was going to show up instead of me to give a class, of course you'd all be happy and the temple room would be full. But since that's not happening, we have to be sure to try to bring out the teachings of Prabhupada even more. We have to step up and do the responsibility. But Prabhupada wants us to listen to the GBC and the people in charge. So that means we don't need to be responsible, correct? No, it doesn't mean that. If somebody puts you in charge of doing books or doing the artik, you can say, well, I'm not the temple president, I don't have to show up. We have to be responsible for our particular service. Does Prabhupada like this responsibility? I know when I came to South Africa, it was not very convenient because white people were disliked by blacks because the soldiers would come out and shoot a bunch of people. And for some reason, they didn't like that very much. Made them feel uncomfortable, right? So being white, I was staying out in La Mercy, like 10 kilometers from any neighbors. Now it's developed, but then there was nobody there. And I came with the Swami. Now, why would we be willing to take something on like this? Because we saw how Prabhupada was preaching so vigorously at an advanced age that we wanted to take up some of this. The Acharya is someone who teaches by example, and when we see them doing this, we want to take up some of this. So one day I woke up there and the Swami was gone. And there was a note, "Dear Kshudi, decided to split." And I turned the page over to see the rest of it. I looked for the other page, and I'm thinking, no, this can't be my only explanation. Rupa Goswami says that we confidentially reveal our mind. It's more than just saying, decided to split, to leave. Imagine if any one of you was in a new country where you weren't sure which group was going to kill you first, and you were there with the other person, and the note just says, I left. No reason as why, where they're going, what's going on. But he did take the 2,000 we'd already collected with him. So I thought, I'm here alone in this country, and if I just leave, they won't want to do much here. Because first the Swami left, and we had $15,000 worth of books. If you come and they have you take over the temple here, you get to take over the temple with all the buildings and all the assets. If there's no buildings and there's a $15,000 debt, that's what you get. So who wants to do that? Well, the Swami left, then the Brahmachari left. So I thought I'd better come up with a plan because there's no one to ask. And so I wrote to Prabhupada that I was going to order more Gitas. Even though we're in debt, I'll tell the people they can't have the Gitas unless they buy the whole set. And I will make some incense sticks to go along with it. And even though I'll do preaching programs and get people interested, my main mission will be to sell enough books to collect the money to pay for the $15,000 debt. So I typed the letter on carbon paper, and a copy went to Brahmananda in Nairobi and to Karandar in Los Angeles. A letter came back from Prabhupada very quickly. I thought, wow, that's quick. And I found out later why Shaimasundar used to open up the letters to see the importance. And he said that he asked Prabhupada, a letter just came from Kshudi Das in South Africa. And he says that Rishi Kumar had left him there alone with no explanation and took the 2,000 they'd collected with him. He says Prabhupada's eyes got really big. And he said, we'll immediately dictate a letter, you immediately type it, and immediately take it to the post office, and we'll deal with the rest of the mail later. So it came back quickly, and I thought, I hope I'm not in trouble for making so many choices. And when I opened up the letter, it said, I'm very much pleased at the responsibility you've taken to spread Krishna consciousness in South Africa at such a young age. And I was just little me, unqualified, doing a little. But if that pleased the spiritual master, imagine how it pleased Bhaktisiddhanta. Prabhupada didn't go to America at a young age. And he went to do, he didn't have the help of being able to write his spiritual master or get the support from other things or get more books. So how pleased would, if our Prabhupada was pleased with my little effort, how pleased is Bhaktisiddhanta with the big effort that Prabhupada did? He told him at the first meeting to preach in the Western countries, and that's what he did. And we see, as busy as Prabhupada was, he was concerned with, he was concerned I was there alone. And so he asked Brahmananda to come and help me out. And this is the way we worked. And the Brahmananda says, okay, I'm going to do a Sankirtan safari from Nairobi because it's like 3,000 kilometers away. So he was writing letters. He was in Mombasa, he was in Malawi, and he would go to Rhodesia and come here. He didn't show up. And it turned out they didn't let him in because he brought Africans with him. He says, I don't understand. How is it you can't take Africans to an African country? But anyway, they didn't care whether he understood. He was put on a blacklist. Then Prabhupada asked Durdarshan to come. Durdarshan means hard to find or hard to see, so pretty soon he was gone. And then Prabhupada asked Pushta Krishna to come. So by the time it was ready for Pushta Krishna, I'd collected enough money to pay off this debt. And I had 5,000. The rand went from $1.20 to $1.50. So this was all by the mercy of the spiritual master. Oh, and then the next letter came from Prabhupada that Rishi Kumar had come to Mumbai, and Prabhupada told him, you left that young boy all alone and took the money with you. You give me whatever money you have. And I didn't ask Prabhupada, please try to find him and collect part of the money. But Prabhupada did. He sent me a receipt for $700 towards the book debt, because that's what he got. And I'm thinking, wow. So then, because Pushta Krishna was set up, when the security police caught up with me, and I said that I hid my visa and told him it's coming in 3 days. I bought 3 days. I told Pushta Krishna, you have to come tomorrow, and he did. So we had this kind of dedication because our Prabhupada had to get dedication to Bhaktisiddhanta, and Bhaktisiddhanta gave that dedication to Prabhupada, and he got it from his father Bhakti Vinod and from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the best thing we can do for Prabhupada, our Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta, is to do the things that he thought were important. Distribute books to people, preach vigorously about Lord Krishna, cooperate with each other, form these governing bodies, and work cooperatively. And we do this, we will be pleasing to the spiritual master, and Krishna consciousness will continue expanding. We don't do these things, people won't get the Krishna consciousness, and we'll turn into splitter movements. We don't want splinters, we want one cooperation. So thank you for all being here to celebrate Bhaktisiddhanta's disappearance. Just because he disappears and because our Prabhupada disappeared doesn't mean that our devotion disappears. We just have to work harder to remember their instructions, remember their association, and remember their teachings, because they're printed now. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Kshudi Prabhu, for sharing your experiences with Srila Prabhupada and giving us your realizations by way of that. Both this morning, His Holiness Bhakti Briyat Bhagavat Swami and now Kshudi Prabhu has emphasized the books. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur said, print books, print books, print books. Srila Prabhupada said, distribute books, distribute books, distribute books. So Maharaj made the point, it's a very auspicious day today in which to do that. So therefore we have these books out here. As well as if you look on the altar, you'll see there's Bhagavad Gita has been placed there. So we'd like you to take some of them. I know our devotees have been distributing books, but there's always a need. And inevitably you'll find that if you take a set, you can give it to somebody. So please do that. Today is a very auspicious day in which to do that. So Chaitanya, you can take one set and Dad will pay for it. Hare Krishna. Which one? Which one you want, Chaitanya? Jai, Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Parasuta Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Anybody else would like to take one before we do the Aarti? As I said, there's always a need, so please, one more. Because let's do Bhagavad Gita as well, bro. Get somebody. Yeah. All are there and on the altar too. I think on that side they're waiting, but they're shy. Hare Krishna. Hare There's a Prabhu. Come forward, Prabhu. Come forward. Hare Krishna. How are you, Prabhu? All the way from East London, Sugan Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Bo. Okay. All right. So they are on the altar, and after the Artik. Okay. So even if you're traveling on the road, you know, you may be going back to East London and you stop at the petrol station and somebody will be there to receive it. So always take and keep in your car as well. Thank you so much, Shri Prabhu. So we can rise for the Aarti. No, after the Aarti. They do the Aarti and then we'll do Pushpanjali. So we'll be in the temple right up to 1:30 because after the Aarti we'll gather in front of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur to do the Pushpanjali. I'm not sure if anyone is allocated to sing. Kanaya is here. Kanaya, come. Here's the harmonium. Start. You want one? Should have taken it from Kshudi. You can take it from Mara. Where's the Bhagavad Gitas? Bring it. Maharaj, in hand one Bhagavad Gita. The books that you've taken, please give the Lakshmi at the book table, all right? Thanks.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Eti Namine Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadhi Pasyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Everybody! Jaya Shri Krishna Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Everybody please clap your hands. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaur Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody all together. Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaur Hariva, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govind Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Govind Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Govind Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Everybody, Govind Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Radha Raman, Hari Govind Jai Jai. Radha Raman, Hari Govind Jai Jai. Govind Jai Jai, Gopal 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 Jai Jai. Radha Raman, Hari Govind Jai Jai. Radha Raman, Hari Govind Jai Jai. Hari Govind Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gaur Hariva, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga, Gora 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 Re, Gora 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 Re, Jaya Sachinandana Gora Re, Jaya Sachinandana Gora Re, Patita Pavana Gora Re, Patita Pavana Gora Re, Nityananda Ram Jai, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram Jai, Nityananda Ram, Krishna Balaram Jai, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram Jai, Krishna Balaram, Radhe Shyam Jai, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam Jai, Radhe Shyam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Radhanat Radha Radhanat Radhe. Jaya Radha Radhanat Radha Radhanat Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan. Jaya Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare, Gaura Hari, Jai Gaura Hare. Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jai Gaura Hari. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jai Vaishnav Thakur. Hari Bol, Nittai Gaur, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nittai Gaur, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nittai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaur, Hari Bol.
Jai Om Vishnupad. You want to do it? Jai Om Vishnupad, Paramahansa Parabhajakacharya, Ostatir Sattashri Sriman, His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Prabhupada Ki. Jai Om Vishnupad, Paramahansa Parabhajakacharya, Ostatir Sattashri Sriman, His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada Ki, Ananta Gauri Vaishnavinda Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, Prem Shikoho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinda Ki, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath Ki, Gaur Hari Ki, Yamuna Mai Ki, Ganga Mai Ki, Tulsi Devi Ki, Bhakti Devi Ki, Divine Disappearance Day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga.
Hare Krishna. So we will ask you to assemble in front of the Vyasasan where Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakuras is. Mataji is going to be on that side, Prabhu is here. And we are going to be doing the Pushpa Puja, and thereafter will be the Artik offered as well, so please be here. This will be led by His Grace Ramanuja Acharya Prabhu. Hare. Okay, sorry about that. We'll sing the Shingadev prayers and then we'll assemble there.
Let's see. What have we got here? What is it? This one? Oh, you don't have it on. Anyway, I'll just do it like this. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada Lada Dayane. Hiranyakashipu Bhakta. Shilatanka Nakalaye. Ito Nisingha Parato Nisingho. Jato Jato Jamitato Nisingha. Bahir Nisingho Hridaye Nisingho. Nrisinghamadin Charanam Papaje. Kavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Singham Talita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Everyone sing! Keshavadita Nara Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jagadisha Jaya Nrsingadev Jaya Nrsingadev Nrsingadev Jaya Nrsingadev Nrsingadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Shri Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki, Bhakti Shresh Prahlad Maharaj ki. The disappearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Maharaj ki.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. So now we can assemble there in front of the Vyasa-san. Your Mridanga, okay. I'll come.
Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Anvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Ujjvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudhapa Siddhanta Tvantaharine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralamba Rasambuddhe Padambujaya Te Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumestvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priyaha Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Panchatattva Atmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam Namo Maha Vadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaura Tvishe Namaha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jayatam Suratam Pangor Mama Manda Matsarvas. Huh? Okay. Namo Brahmanya. No, sorry, I'm all mixed up. Okay. Jayatam Suratam Pangor Mama Manda Matergati Matsarvaswa Padambojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Peshtalibi Sevyamano Smarami Shriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamshibata Tatastitaha Karshana Venu Swanaya Gopir Gopinata Shriyestu Naha Vrindayai Tulsi Devyai Priyayai Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Giradhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Ujjvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudhapa Siddhanta Dvantaharine. Now throw 1/3 of your flowers. Esha Pushpanjali Jayam Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotara Shata Shishimat His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki the founder Acharya of Sri Gaudiya Mat Ki the disappearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kriptabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Ujjvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudhapa Siddhanta Dvantaharine. Now the 2/3 of your flowers. Esha Pushpanjali Jayam Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotara Shata Shishimat His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki the disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada Ki the founder Acharya Sri Gaudiya Mat ki. Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Dayitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Ujjvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Esha Pushpanjali Jayam Vishnu Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtatarashat Shishimat His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki. The Disappearance Day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki. The founder Acharya of Sri Gaudiya Mat ki. The spiritual master of our Srila Prabhupada ki. Do you want to play Mridanga? No, there's a vegan Mridanga over there. Jaya Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Jaya Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Jaya Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
You want harmonium backing?
They won't get it right. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kebala Bhakati Sadama Bandhu Mui Sabadana Mate Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavatoriya Jai Krishna Prabdi Hoy Jahan Hoy De Guru Mukha Padma Bhakya Chite Te Koriya Aikya Arena Koriho Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Utama Gati Jai Prasade Pure Sarva Asha. Sakudana dilo jai janme janme Prabhu se. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. Prema Bhakti Jahan Hoite Avidya Vinasha Jate. Vede Gai Jahan Racharito. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. Lokanath Lokera Jirana. Ha ha Prabhu Koro Daya De Hamare Pada Chaya. Beja Shushuk Tribhuvana. Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana. Jaya Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine. Nama Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Nami. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktya Vrinda. That's why I didn't want to be playing something else. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone sing. Chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, clap your hands. Scare the birds away. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaur Premanande. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Ashtatara Satashishimat Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki. Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda Ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadvaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki. Vrajabhumi Vrindavan Dham Ki. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki. Ganga Mai Ki. Yamuna Mai ki, Bhakti Devi ki, Tulsi Devi ki. The disappearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda ki. Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Garavani Vicharane Nirvishesha Shunyori Pastujada Shatarne. Does someone want to cleanse their heart?
Cleaning the temple, cleaning the heart, ki.
Jai.
Anybody?
Heart cleaners, temple cleaners,